I'm your host, Charise Beckett, and
I am your host, Mark Thompson.
how are you?
If you focus on what you did in the past, then
To lead, transform, and shine.
this is a great collaboration. Career Transformation Academy and Queens Behind the Scenes. Mark Thompson, Charise Beckett, about to tear it up.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to Corporately Speaking. I'm Charise Beckett, and with me, as always, is the one and only Mark.
Hey folks, June is here, and you know what that means. Mid-year check-ins, performance reviews, and clearing out the corporate clutter, including our language. Oh my God, our language.
Oh, oh, that's right. That is right. Today we are roasting the most overused corporate phrases that seriously need to retire in 2025.
This is a topic I've seen on Instagram and social media. So some people are doing a great job of doing it. I hope we can attack it this way and people will love it. But this is huge. Me and my buddy do this all the time. But if you ever pinged, circled back, or told, I just said move the needle the other day. I felt so bad. You told somebody to move the needle. This is the episode. Man, this is for me too. I promise you. I hate move the needle, but it's my favorite.
Yeah, I don't love corporate speech too, but I do notice I'm very fluent. So you'd think in 2025 we'd be done with the corporate jargon, but here we are still stuck in phrases like synergy and bandwidth.
And this is like the corporate zombie apocalypse. So, I mean, these are the phrases that just won't ever die. And you're going to use them because you do them all the time. You say them and everybody else says them. So
Exactly. No, we all do. So we're here to have some fun today and maybe help all of us talk a little more like human beings. So all right, let's get into it. Here's our top 10 phrases that need to have stayed in 2024. We leave on them definitely in 2025 and never to come back again. Mark, number 10.
I hate this one because people are actually changing the title of our meetings to this. So let's touch base. Like we're playing baseball. It's a tag, or I'm trying to get safe from hide and go seek. I hate it, but this is I mean, everybody use it. Let's touch base real quick. Doesn't mean anything. We're gonna connect, and you're gonna give me more work. That's what that means.
That's what that means. Number 9, win-win. Like it's a win-win. Usually it means someone's winning more than the other person.
Right.
It's never win-win.
I think we use that one in life a lot, but yeah, at work they've overplayed it. Now I don't want to use it in life, you know.
Your favorite.
This is my favorite. And what does it mean? What I think about move the needle, and I'm like, what does it mean? So move the needle. What's the needle? What's the dial? Because guess what? We've never even set up the needle. We never even set up. And if it's a needle, isn't it small? We're not doing anything, are we?
What does it mean? Let's look. Where did move the needle come from? Okay. The idiom move the needle originates from the Industrial Revolution. Every doggone thing initiated. Yeah. Okay. Started with the Industrial Revolution in Britain, where it referred the indicator needle to gauges like those on steam.
Oh, wow.
No, okay. I just talked about this. See, this is what I'm saying. I just talked about this, and I actually am talking about it in a book I'm writing for Poise around the Poise framework and ecosystem. And we're talking about this whole, like the Industrial Revolution, where even Joelle that was on my show, this like not 8-hour day that was built from the Industrial Revolution. All of these things, like all of the work, the things that we're doing, they are based on ideologies from hundred year old. So like we're talking about moving a needle. We don't know the needle. You know why? Because we weren't even alive when the needle was created.
You're right. I mean, but I like what you just brought up, because a lot of things wouldn't exist. Unions wouldn't exist. We wouldn't have these labor laws. We would have all these practices. But at the same time, it is old, and we're still using the jargon from 1824. So yeah, that's when we were still having pressure trains. I mean, steam trains.
steam trains, and like, but in that, and where most jobs we're in, and I said this, are
Hmm.
we're not making widgets. We're usually, generally, in the corporate environment.
Right.
We are not on an assembly line. We are not working in a factory. We are not making the same thing over and over and over and over again. So the ideologies that we have are built around that. Now, are those things, some of them so great? Like you said, we have unions. I mean, that's a great thing.
Hmm.
But what happens is, just like a lot of other industries, know, I just closed on a house. So I just have told them people, this
Hmm.
mortgage industry really needs to catch up with.
Yeah.
So does the work. Like, we are all behind in some way based on some history of something that was successful in a time that is no longer relevant.
Well, Trump is bringing all the manufacturing jobs back, so.
Well, well, then when he does that, I'll move the damn needle.
Exactly.
When he does that, I'm going to move the needle then.
Yeah.
All right. What's the next one? The next one is, let's take this offline. Let me tell you, this bothers me more than anything. Let's take this offline when someone's about to kill your vibe. You
Yeah.
already know. Let's take this offline. But my favorite thing is, why? We talked, if we in here,
Yeah.
why we got to go offline?
You know what? I don't mind it as much because some things you're in a meeting with like 25 people. Yeah, I need y'all to stop talking about something that we don't care about. Because you are wasting everybody's time if you got to talk about it.
You said you are wasting.
Yeah,
everybody's
it's kind
time.
of good and bad. It's like, let's take this off. If it's for me, take this offline. No, I want to discuss it now. But if it's
Right
in front
here.
of everybody and y'all talking about something that's
we don't care about, and
I'm pretty.
pertain.
Let me see if it's on here. We need to add this one. It's not on the list. The rabbit hole. That one. Because we're going down a rabbit hole. Now that's one that's not. That's an honorable mention. It's not on our list. But that's what take this offline is, because you're going in a rabbit hole.
It is. That is true. That is 100% true. Yeah, take this offline for me always means like we got to discuss something that I'm obviously probably not going to discuss. It's going to be a hard conversation. Like, why? Why do we have to take? First of all, when were we online? I
mean, when do we ever get there? How do we get there? That's good. Let's go to the next one, because this one right here, I say this, I kill this one a lot.
Oh Lord!
One reason why I kill it, because it's like, I want to say easy, but I say low hanging fruit. Let's pick the low hanging fruit. They taste better for us. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and get the low hanging fruit, and it's just an easy win. And I guess I could just be saying, hey, let's tackle the easy work. I could say that.
Yeah, but you know why people don't say that though? Because easy win and easiness sounds like it's easy. And people don't want to say anything that doesn't sound like you're hustling and scrambling to get it together. So we need to tackle the low-hanging fruit. Instead of just saying, why don't we just do the obvious things that are out there? Yeah. Let's do the obvious things that are actually effed up.
Yep. Let's do the easy stuff that we can take care of without approval, that doesn't cost money. Those are the things I like to put it as in the framework for my team. Makes sense.
Well, one I use all the time, and I gotta get this one is one I do use.
This yours?
Bandwidth. I've been changing it to capacity.
I like that. I like that. I don't have the capacity is stronger.
I don't have the capacity. Right. Like, I even say that, like, even if I have to, I think somebody this was through Poise, like wanted to, through my consulting, and wanted to like reach out to me. And I was like, you know what? It was 6:00. I really don't have the capacity for that right now. Really, what I meant was not that I'm busy. I don't have the capacity to talk to you mentally.
That's what I like when you say capacity. What it says for me is kind of like, my brain, my body, my mouth does not have the time to even entertain all of this. Just get this out. So.
Right. Bandwidth though sounds like we're routers.
Yeah, it sounds like how much. Oh, this is not on our. This is not. Oh no, it is. It is. I'm sorry. No, it's not on our. My plate is full. That's not on. It's another honorable mention we got to think about. But that's where
it's an honorable mention. It is an honorable mention.
That's where bandwidth comes into play, because my plate is full. I don't need any more to eat.
I mean, we literally could make it. Oh my gosh, I'm going to try it at the end of this list. I'm going to try to make a sentence out of every one of these. This is going to be hilarious. It's going to be hilarious.
You could do it. You could do it.
I can do it. I'm going to try.
So this next one here, I think I say this too, but I try not to because sometimes it doesn't connect. It just sounds good when you say it. I think when we talked about code switching, it's a part of my code switching list, and this is what this is too. But synergy, no explanation
What
needed.
does it
Just
even
stop.
mean?
I just want to
What
make
does it
sure we're
even
cohesively synergizing to have the right connection to have value on. See, that sounds good for
It
nobody.
sounds like a bunch of words. What I mean, and even say like even though you could say aligned, which is still overplayed,
Right.
but it actually is like sounds like a normal word as opposed to synergy that just sounds like what do you do for a living?
Well, guess what? Guess what Synergy does not do? It doesn't have governance, a template. It does. There's no documentation for it. It's just saying it,
No
so people could
metrics.
feel good. It's a motivational word, actually, but you don't have to say it. You
It's a
don't.
motivational word. Oh gosh. Oh, this is one of my favorites. I don't say it. It's not one of my favorites. When I say favorites, I mean I hate it a
Mhm.
lot. Let's table that.
Yeah.
Like, let's forget that forever because I cannot stand. Let's table that. First of all, that means you're never going to come back. To me, when you say let's
Exactly.
table that, you don't want to talk about it right now because you don't want to talk about it ever.
What is so? What does that mean? Where did that come from? So you mean we're taking something and putting it on the table for later, or
Table.
that's not a
Right.
storage? Why don't we just say, can we put it in the storage? I don't know. It doesn't make sense now that we say it and look at this because table that. And you're right. Every time I've seen somebody say let's table that, they put it for more action for somebody to do, and we never see it come out to being
It's in
done
a
or
black
completed.
hole.
Yeah,
It's in the table is what happened. It's not
we
it's
should
like
say let's take that off and not even talk about it
not
ever
line,
again.
not offline.
Yeah,
Like
not.
let's just scratch this.
Yeah, let's scratch that off completely.
Oh my gosh. All right, all right.
That's
What's this
good.
one? What's the
So
next one, Mark?
this is number 2. I don't even know if these are in any particular order, but circle back. That's almost just like tabling that. Instead of tabling, we just found another route. Well, you know what? We'll talk about that again and find some more time. Let's circle back on that, which is almost related to taking this offline. So they might be close
It is.
cousins.
They are close cousins. They might be brothers because, and circle back, there is not, when somebody says, well, let's circle back, you know, my first response is, let's not.
It's important though, but it's also, you know what? Can we go back to that issue we talked about before? I like that better. Circling back, just get rid of the jargon because, yeah, it is something somebody said and you're just copying what your leaders are saying.
Right. You're just copying it. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
and now we're at number one. I don't think they're in particular order, but this one is one that doesn't bother me. I
Yeah.
say it a lot. I really don't know why this one has to go though. Ping me.
We got to use that one. I mean, it's on there. I mean, maybe we can replace it with one of the other ones because ping me. Well, actually, you know what? I don't use ping me that often. I use call me. I'd rather you call me because
Ping you.
people will ping me a diary, and I'm like, if you don't call me with
Yes.
this important information, this is not. I don't need to
Right.
dissect this.
Somebody one time sent me a severance agreement in a message. I said, so that's a legal document.
Yeah, you can't do that.
You better, like, are you kidding me?
HIPAA, all these daggone confidentiality. You putting people's addresses in a ping? Like what?
Right. Yes. Now, and so we did have other ones that could have made the cut. Do you have any ones outstanding ones that could have made the cut?
Other than what we just talked about before, but what else do I have?
Yeah.
We already said circle the wagons. What's my other one? I was talking about them earlier. No, I don't know what else I can think of that would have made the cut other than what we talked about earlier. What else gets
I'm
on my
gonna make
nerves?
I was gonna make the whole sentence,
Go
the
ahead. Go
scenario.
ahead. Let's see what
Okay,
you
I'm gonna
can
try.
do.
All right. Okay. Hey, Mark, I wanted to touch base. I have this idea that could be a win win for all of us, and I know it'll definitely move the needle on our next project. Once we're done talking to everybody, we can take it offline and really discuss how we can tackle the low hanging fruit. I don't have the bandwidth to do everything in the project, but I know that when we connect, we can synergize or come up with a synergy where we're both able to take on some of the work. But for now, we're going to go ahead and table that. But when I circle back, we're gonna talk about it. So next, when I decide to do that, I'm gonna go ahead and ping you.
Wow. You know what you just said? We're not going to
A
do
bunch of
anything so
nothing.
we can do something, but we're not going to do it until we're ready to do it. But we're not going to do it.
I'm gonna do
But
it.
let me know when you're ready. That's what you just said. That is funny. That's
That is
hilarious.
funny. I did put them all together though. It worked.
Right. So this is good. This is good. So like, I mean, why do we keep using them anyway? Like, why do we use these phrases and they hang around like bad cologne? And I hate bad cologne. I do.
I do too. Well, it's easy. It sounds professional.
Mhm.
Sometimes it feels like a secret handshake. It sounds like legit, like you're legit. People, I mean, to me now it just sounds like you just saying like talking like Ti, saying a
Right.
bunch of stuff that don't make no sense. So
You know what? This came to my mind. I mean, definitely when people are butt kissers and they're out here trying to smooth and
right,
connect, they're going to use the things that they feel, and I think that's a natural behavior as well, to use the words and try to connect with your leaders. And let me circle the wagons back. Matter of fact, I'll ping you really quick if you don't mind. Maybe if you have a little time for me, we can synergize on some of
right.
these initiatives out here. Yeah, I think that's what it is, and I mean it could be a way to dodge commitment as well, because we definitely know that, like circling back, it definitely means we're going to dodge some things and tabling stuff. But, we don't want to talk about that right now. So,
Exactly. I mean, it's like that corporate small talk that sounds important, but it means nothing. Like just like you just said, I said a bunch of something that was nothing.
right. And we didn't move the needle at all.
We moved not a needle. We didn't move the needle on the gauge on the thing. We
Right.
ain't moved no needle on the project. But we did like I asked like I want to ask our listeners when we're done to like do a poll to share their corporate phases they wish that would
Mm-hmm.
manage. So and I hope they can deliver that. I did write this wrong, Mark. Sorry,
No
but
problem.
yeah, I did. But I would like to see people um come with their phrases that they hear because every company has their own culture. I know
Mm-hmm.
some companies circle back is a huge one, right? Move the
Right.
needle is a big one. Pivot. People love to
Oh,
pivot.
I hate pivot. I hate the word pivot.
It reminds me of Friends when Ross was like, pivot.
Pivot. I have a few friends who love saying pivot, and it's just their go-to word. But when you overuse it, and I think this is the other thing we're getting to a lot of these jargon. When you overuse these words, they get worn out. You get drained, and it starts to create some corporate PTSD. Because you really want to be like, yo, shut up. Like, say it one more time. Say circle the wagons. Say table that. Say
Wait
that
a
was
minute.
it.
Who's saying circle
Circle
wagons?
circle the wagons is the one I was thinking about. Yes.
Wait a minute. Who says that? I
That
never
is
even heard that.
circle the wagons is the granddaddy to table that
And
and
circle
circle
back.
back, because it's
Okay.
an old country thing. When they would get attacked from the Indians, would attack
Oh.
migration or whatever was it? I forgot what it's called, but anyway, everybody knows what I'm talking about. They would circle the wagon, which is crazy, which is really bad because there was an ambush.
Okay. Yeah, we don't need to be using that in no job. That's what I'm
Right.
saying. We need,
Right.
and they are like all of these are hilarious, but they are, and I do, like you said, like on a serious note, I think it does make people feel like important. I'm telling you, it does make people feel important because you
Mhm.
hear other leaders say it. But and listen again, I love Tip. TIU was my first
Right.
crush, one of
Right.
them. But you do be saying stuff that don't be making us them big
Right.
words that are
Right.
using like the wrong. And I think a lot of times people be using like these words in the wrong places, right?
Mhm.
Like or they heard somebody say so now they're not even being used how they were intended to be used. Now you
Exactly.
just sound like you just saying things.
Yeah.
Let's circle back to move the needle so I can get the low hanging fruit. Like what? Shut up.
Jargon is word. Corporate jargon, but
So
it's
let's get
fun.
practical. Let's get
Yep.
practical. What's a better way to say ping me? And you have opinions on ping me.
I know. I don't like that. So email, reach out, let's talk, and
Call me,
or
you said.
my favorite, call me. Yeah, I love call me, and that's based on the leveling of what you're talking about. If you just want to say hello, I'll ping you, whatever. But if you want to talk about something important, nah, pick up the phone, call me. I'm available, or wait till I'm available. So that's easier.
Yeah, I love it when somebody likes to ping me and get smart because that's what I do. I immediately pick up the phone because let's see if them Twitter fingers is really all
Yeah,
that
yeah.
that brave. so that I always love to pick up the phone when somebody want to
Hmm.
get slick.
Right, right, right. Definitely want to check them. Check them. I'm
And
petty.
that you petty.
I'm corporate petty. I will definitely check you in a most corporate way, but then we'll have it recorded, okay?
You said we'll have it recorded, okay? And circle back. We can say let's connect later or let's reconnect.
I agree.
Let's reconnect. Let's connect later on this.
It sounds better already. I feel better and easier and calm when you say, "Hey, let's connect on this later."
Connect better on this.
Circle back
Circle
means we
back.
ain't coming back. We're not circling back.
And I'm getting anxiety because I know whatever we circling back on, especially if it's something I'm responsible for, you're obviously not going to do anything because you want to circle back, and
Right.
that means nothing.
And this is something I heard this weekend that just makes sense. Because when you think of a circle, you think of a cycle. So we've created a cycle. That means we're going to have a repetitive issue that we got to get back to. But if you say connect means we need to come together to solve and move forward. There's a beginning and an end. With a circle, that means it's never ending. This is the eight.
It's always going.
It's always going, right? We're never going to get to it. So bandwidth, I think bandwidth is another one. And I would say, like you said, capacity, time. Hey, I don't have the capacity right now. Matter of fact, I don't have the time to talk to you. I think that's kind of rude, but
Yeah, you can't be like, I don't have the time to
I
talk.
don't have
But
the time.
you could say, so you don't even have to say to talk to you because usually if they're asking to talk to you. Hey, do you have a chance to connect? Look, I don't have the capacity right now, but I can set us up some time for later.
That's perfect. I like that. That sounds easier. You see, you're making me feel better. I'm about to use all this and send it to my teammates.
Look at us. We're helping everybody speak like human beings.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Game time. I'm going to overload a fake meeting with every buzzword. Oh, I did this already.
Yep.
I already
Yep.
did it. I did it already. I already did it. And how did I do, Mar?
You did excellently. Let's say poorly excellent. Is that the right word? No, I'm sorry. You did a great performance that was very poorly stated.
But also there's another one on here. Hey team, let's circle back offline so we can table the synergy piece and leverage our bandwidth to really move the needle. It's a win-win.
Nothing is getting done.
Great.
Nothing.
You
nothing.
said nothing.
Not at all. Not at all. Think about that. If somebody ever said that to me, I'll be like, what? And then this was going to happen. People were like, what the hell did she say? That would be funny. So, oh, man. I guess we're done. I don't know what else.
We didn't talk.
I think we've done a whole lot of stuff. No, we're not done. I'm messing with you.
No, it's your turn to do one. It's your turn to do one.
Okay.
To do a jumbled corporate jargon sentence.
Let's see. What can I do? All right. So let's touch base on the low-hanging fruit before we pivot with the new value add. Then we can ping the team for alignment.
We forgot value add. We forgot that one is one too.
Value add is weird. Yeah.
We're professionals at this, sadly.
Yeah, we are.
we know it well. We know it well. We know it well. Oh my gosh. All right, y'all. That was hilarious, but let's get real. These phrases are really tired.
Yeah, so speak clearly, speak simply, and you'll be more authentic and effective. Please do that.
So that's our challenge for you this June. Ditch the jargon and connect like a human being. Obviously, thanks for hanging out with us today on Corporately Speaking. We have several podcasts. You got Corporately Speaking. Make sure you check out Mark on Career Transformation Academy. Queens Behind the Scenes, we're wrapping up our first season and we have our reunion that's going to be next weekend. And Mark is our producer. So I'm so excited. And then I have a new platform, which is not a podcast, but it's our Poise Leadership ecosystem, which is a book, an assessment, coaching, and so many more things. And I'm going to probably be on Career Transformation Academy probably to talk about all of that with you all around what poise really means. And it stands for precision, optimization, influence, strategy, and endurance. And it's a leadership framework to get the most out of your leaders because they are going to be well leaders. It's centered in wellness. So it's centered in wellness. And when we say that, you think I'm going to be saying things like, oh, it's about yoga and mind breathe. No, wellness is about getting clear on your goals. If you get clear on your goals, you optimize your resources, you leverage your influence, you create a strategy, you have the endurance to keep going as a leader, which means you are a well leader. So check it out, because we're doing it. We're doing all kinds of things.
She's doing a lot. Let me tell you all. There's a lot of amazing things coming. Just stay tuned. All platforms. So again, Queens Behind the Scenes, Corporately Speaking, Career Transformation Academy. Make sure this is still June, I think, when this released. So this is an important month to start applying for jobs. There's an opportunity for you. So go out there, and if you need support, Career Transformation Academy is here to help you. But next week, or the next time this episode airs, we'll be tackling performance. This is a good subject, because I just had somebody talk to me about this that were upset the other day. But performance reviews, blessing or curse. So don't miss it. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about all the issues that go behind it. I've got experiences. I know Charise has experiences, and we also seen it from the manager and employee side. So it is a tango of a lot of, I would say, gaslighting. And we'll talk about that in full. So
let's circle back.
Let's circle the wagons on that.
Let's circle back. Oh my gosh, guys, thank you so much for joining us. We love having you, and we will see you next time.
Peace, everybody.